It's about looking at what is the best solution to maritime decarbonisation, but also making sure that that solution is going to be the minimal impact on the environment in every way, shape and form. The International Maritime Organization has set targets for net zero in maritime operations by 2050 and to have made significant inroads by 2030. And the UK government is in full support of that and has been one of the countries that's been driving the IMO towards those targets. It's a very difficult problem looking at how you decarbonise marine vessels. The problem is that very often you're not near a place where it's easy to get a refill of energy source. It's not like a car, much more difficult to do that at sea. We've had this incredibly energy dense fuel in terms of diesel, so certain things are going to have to change if we're to use different energy sources to try and do the same activities. Electric can be a great solution for the smaller vessels that are coming into port more regularly, but for large-scale shipping that's travelling between continents, you just wouldn't be able to get the battery packs into vessels like that and be able to carry a sensible amount of cargo. So you have to look at alternative solutions to that. That includes methanol, that includes ammonia, hydrogen, and also wind. Now, ammonia's got a lot of benefits, but some of the downsides of it are the potential environmental risk of it. It's really important that we thoroughly research that to establish what they are and make sure that any transition is done safely and properly. With something like an electric vessel, what we would do is something called a life cycle assessment, where we start looking at the chemicals that are going in the batteries. Are those chemicals sustainable? What's the impact of using them? What happens at the end of life of those vessels? One of the companies that we've been working with has been developing a new type of anti-fouling product, because the current existing types of product that are out there are by their nature harmful to the marine environment.
One of the key areas the University of Plymouth has real strengths in is interdisciplinary working and working across its faculties and across its schools. That links very well with the systems approach and that holistic view of looking at a sector in its entirety and responding and listening to industry to ensure that we as an academic institution are guiding and working with the industry partners to enable them to find solutions to move forward.
When you look at the scale of trying to get the maritime industry to decarbonise, I don't think you can allow yourself the time to say, oh, it's just not possible. We have to do what we can and do it now.